So, Blake, was there a moment over here? Was there a moment where you kind of knew that Chloe had this in the bag? And Chloe, was there a moment when you kind of knew that you were maybe the favorite going into the finale?
No, there wasn't. I swear, after last season, I swore I would never try to assume who was going to win this show again. Somehow in my mind, I told Chris Blue tonight, I said, man, I just knew Dusky was going to win last season, and you beat me. What the hell's the matter with you, you know? Because I had it in my mind, you know. I think there's, you know, watching iTunes is so deceiving, you know. And then somebody like Chloe comes along, and watching iTunes is exactly goes right along with what we've learned all season. So, you know, I don't know what the hell's going on around this show. Yeah.
I think for me personally, I know I never had a moment where I thought like, oh yeah, I have this in the bag. But what I did notice was just personal growth throughout the competition and just watching, you know, not like obsessively, but just going back and watching performances and thinking like, okay, something's happening. Like every time I'm almost like evolving a little bit more and more as an artist. So it just instilled a lot of confidence in me. Not like I had it in the bag, but just confidence in general, you know? Like coming onto the show, I didn't really have any, if I'm being honest. So no matter what, I was like, I'm walking away with a sense of who I am, even if that's just the beginning, you know? If that answers your question. Yeah,
hi, in the middle. How important is it that you won with Blake? Because Blake remembers his past contestants, so yeah. You're going to be well taken care of.
Yeah, well, I do feel that way, but I also feel like if I wouldn't have won and if it would have been anybody else, I believe, you know, Blake when he says that, you know, he does take care of his team and his people that he works with, and, you know, whatever that would have looked like, even if that was just being able to pick up the phone and ask for advice, I think that would have been something that would have happened regardless of winning. So I'm very stoked that we won this together. That's very fun. But regardless, I think we would have, you know, worked together and, you know, like keep it going. It's not just for the show. It's real.
Blake, do you think that Chloe has what it takes to be a big superstar, and what are you going to do to help her?
I do think she has what it takes. In fact, the last couple of days, especially last night, it's one thing for me to think that, but it was just an overwhelming response from social media and just people, friends and family who text me. My phone's blowing up right now. I'm actually embarrassed. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but people love Chloe, and I think it's something that people have been starving for musically, what she does, and I truly, it's hard to say this without people going, oh my God, we've heard that, but I truly think Chloe can go on from here and become really the first superstar. Let's not even take it that far. Let's just say star. The first star that we've had come out of this show that can have some hit songs and stuff. I do think you can be a superstar. I'm just trying not to hex this thing. I think that when somebody with a voice like you have can get their hands on the right songs and get the record company behind them, how do you ignore her voice? How do you not want to own a record that has her voice on it? Something's wrong with you. Something's physically wrong with you if you don't want that, right? That's how I feel. Yeah. Mentally too. Mentally wrong with you. Yeah.
So delicious.